Zoom call for the dead. A HorrorAlly short story. Hannah was just trying to survive finals week. Sleep-deprived, running on cold coffee and half a protein bar. She sat hunched over her laptop in her tiny off-campus apartment. The glow from the screen painted soft shadows on the walls. She hadn't spoken out loud in hours. The only sounds were the clacking of her keyboard and the low whir of her laptop fan. She glanced at the time, 3:33 a.m. Typical. Of course she was still awake. Of course her brain was melting. She took another sip of watered-down iced coffee and tried to focus on her research paper. Something about dream cycles and cognitive function. Her eyelids felt like sandpaper. Then something flickered on her screen. A Zoom invite popped up. No subject line, no sender, just a name, host unknown, and a meeting title, Wake Up. She shifted her position. Had she agreed to a group study thing? She checked her phone for a reminder, but there wasn't one. Someone must have added her by mistake. Hannah hovered the mouse over the join button. Just one peek, she told herself. She clicked. The call connected immediately. 4 participants were already in. No cameras, no sound, just black screens and strange usernames. Jenna Hollow, Zachary dead, deleted user, Hannah, deceased. Her eyes locked on the last one. Hannah, deceased. She hadn't typed that. She didn't even enter her name. She tapped her mouse, tried to leave the call, but the cursor wouldn't move. Her trackpad didn't respond. Her keyboard froze. Hannah held her breath as a 5th box appeared. A blank screen at first, then, slowly, something began to take shape. A girl's face filled the frame. Pale, like she hadn't seen sunlight in years. Her eyes were dark and sunken. Something moved inside her mouth. Bugs? Fingers? Hannah couldn't tell for sure, but whatever it was, it scared her. The pale girl tilted her head at an unnatural angle. Her bones cracked, loudly. She stared straight at Hannah, and said, "You're late." The voice wasn't normal. It was layered, like 5 voices stacked together, echoing through her laptop speaker. Hannah tried to slam her laptop shut, but she couldn't do it. It wouldn't close. Was something holding it open? Hannah stared at the screen. Is this what sleep deprivation feels like? She wondered, but her name, Hannah, deceased, was still there. The 4 black screens were still open. Each camera flicked on for half a second, just long enough for Hannah to catch a glimpse. Dead eyes, gaping mouths, faces that looked wrong. If they had been human once, they weren't anymore. It was like something else was wearing the bodies like clothes. Hannah's bowels loosened in fear as her face came into full frame on the laptop screen. Someone, something, was staring back at her, lips whispering something she couldn't hear. But Hannah, the real Hannah, wasn't saying anything. Then the voice came again. You shouldn't have answered. Hannah's apartment began to shift. The wallpaper sloughed off the walls like sagging skin. Blood thick and slow oozed underneath. The floor felt sticky under her feet. Her phone rang. Unknown caller. She picked it up, heart hammering against her ribcage. A hiss of static, then, "You're being streamed." She turned back to the screen. The Zoom call was gone. But she was on YouTube now. Over 74,000 viewers. The chat flew past, faster than she could read. Someone help her. She doesn't know they're behind her. This isn't fake. Hannah just died live. She typed as fast as she could. How'd I leave? No one answered. Then, with a sudden click, Jenna Hollow's camera turned on. The Zoom meeting was back on screen. Hannah gasped, tears streaming down her face. Jenna Hollow, the girl on the screen, was hanging from a ceiling fan. Her body swayed slowly, eyes wide open, mouth slack, lifeless, until her head turned just slightly, and stared straight at Hannah. Scratching noises filled her ears. Something was crawling up the side of her desk. She turned to look. Nothing, but when she looked back at the screen, her name had changed. Now it said, Host. The screen flickered. Everything went dark. No one saw Hannah after that night, but her laptop was still open when police entered the apartment. The screen showed, Zoom meeting, wake up. In progress. People say the meeting still happens every night, always at 3:33 a.m., and someone new always joins. The latest video? It shows Hannah sitting still, pale, blank. Behind her, something leans into frame. Something with a face that used to belong to someone else. And it's smiling. Would you click the link? Be careful, the meeting still exists. Did you enjoy our story? Like and subscribe.